Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have Heartbreak Hotel going on. I think that's technically a few songs, but Elvis Presley is the one that really got to me because of Lonely Street. Somebody is feeling lonely, and I think realizing that they sabotage the situation. They're kind of accepting responsibility, maybe just to themselves, about how the situation went down. I feel like there was an issue here in terms of communication between you and this person, and they're they're all in their feels. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. We're going to dive in. We're going to go with the voyage of the soul, see what's going on in the pits of their soul. What do we have? We have celebrate and guides. Okay, so here's what I see. I see the ending of a relationship being a cause for celebration or like freedom for one person and despair for another. Hi there, Christina. How are you doing? Hello, Miss Pixie. Ooh, I know, right? I love the song ones. They really get you thinking, right? But this is a really interesting combination because it's like we've got somebody here who has clearly got partying on their minds or feels free. And then with guides, we have receive, clarity, open mind, open, crown chakra. So it's like someone feels a little bit freed from a burden or sees a situation in a different light. And it's helping them keep an open mind in terms of what else is out there and what is meant for them. All right, call me crazy, but Miss Pixie, isn't this for you? We've got dimensions, portals, astral travel, otherworldly, unseen, metaphysical. There is communication happening, and it's either encouraging you to move forward towards a new situation, or it's helping you to see a current situation in a new perspective. So there's definitely a change here, and I feel like a lot of it has to do with your intuition. Thank you. I'm glad you are. All right, let's get a few more cards from this deck, and then we'll move to the tarot. Ascension, upgrade, activation, progress, and timelines. I think I had this same card come out in yesterday's first reading, so you might want to check that as well. I think that was Libra. And then we have ancestors and leadership. So you're seeing things in a new light, and it's enabling you to consider options you had not previously considered. You may find yourself drawn to areas or conversations that help you understand where you come from a little bit more. So maybe you want to look into what's that, ancestry.com, I think. You may look into your DNA to figure out what your lineage actually lines up to. But there's something here about you uncovering a teacher or some sort of guide. You basically meet somebody or maybe even become somebody that kind of seeks out this wisdom. And it's very much so tied to your intuition. So I feel a sense of like freedom and excitement because you're able to see things more clearly than you had before. All right, I think we'll go with the gold foil tarot next. Hi, Joe. How are you doing? What a great line. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the High Priestess in the reverse. You know, this feels like investing in a situation longer than maybe you should have, and realizing that all along you were able to kind of hold it down or do your own thing and be self-sustaining. You didn't really need to have this other situation. You didn't need to give to this other situation because it wasn't really getting anything back to you. How's it going? Let's walk home. I hope you're having a good day. And so there was maybe a little bit of an unforeseen change in what you wanted or what made you happy. You may have actually kind of shocked yourself with how quickly you could move in a different direction and alter, what your wish fulfillment would look like. I do think there's going to be a decision coming your way, and I think there's a bit of a temptation for you to not make a decision at all. And I think you're being encouraged to be judicious and make that decision as you'd like to, instead of taking too much into consideration what other people want from you. Because it does feel to me like with this justice in the reverse card, there's been a lot of times where you've made decisions based on what others would expect of you instead of based on what would actually be best for you. And I encourage you to switch that up. You got to take care of you as well. So, Queen of Swords, Temperance, and Three of Swords. There's our Three of Swords from the pre-shuffle. We've got a situation here where boundaries really came into play and you needed to be able to kind of protect your sanity almost, protect your ability to still have that sense of freedom or independence. And it has reminded you how adept you are at recovering from difficult situations. It's coming off as you being a healer, basically. How's it going, Patricia? Happy hump day to you as well. All right, let's continue. I'm feeling pulled to the Black Tarot, so we'll go with that one. Another Three of Swords and a Nine of Spears, which would be the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone is brokenhearted because they have lost you. Plain and simple. They didn't realize that it would hurt as much as it has, but they have come to basically the realization that they have played with fire and gotten burned. So this feels like somebody not really expecting you to hold true to your boundaries or underestimating you in terms of what standards you hold for yourself or for others. One of the most powerful things you can do is demonstrate for those around you how you expect to be treated by showing them how you treat yourself, right? If you show everyone that you quite clearly have a lot of self-respect and that you treat yourself well, it's pretty much like an advertisement that goes out and says, you're not serious. So don't even, no, it's just going to be embarrassing for you. What are you doing? And you put out that vibe that you have to be this tall to ride this ride. You know what I'm saying? We've got the Eight of Wands, indicating that somebody took some pretty quick action here. Hi, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? And I feel like this is because of information coming to light regarding a love situation. Somebody here was either unfaithful or argumentative. Like somebody could have been a little bit aggressive, actually. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody that was really pushy when it came to a relationship status or a relationship moment, right? Like, I really want you to move in with me. And you were like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I've only known you for like 3 weeks. There was something here where you felt like this person was rushing a decision and it didn't feel right to you. So you had to kind of step back or kind of analyze, why is this going this way? This isn't, what I was expecting. And you had to rely on those boundaries. And it was a good thing that you did. I think you were getting signs to hold true to those. We've got the Two of Spheres, which is the Two of Pentacles. We already had that come out with the Gold Foil Tarot. It was the first one out. So it's a duplicate message. And I feel like this is reminding you you have the ability to have your own stability. You don't require anybody else. There's no codependency here. There may be on the other person's behalf, but you are able to handle yourself on your own. We have Temperance and the Page of Spheres. So we had Temperance in the exact same position with the gold foiled tarot. It's always interesting when we have the same card out of 78 cards, clarifying the one above it. But I think really what I get with this one is a sense of being like night and day, and not necessarily in a good way. There was something here that was just kind of difficult to address in terms of how different you were. This doesn't feel like, religious preferences or socioeconomic stuff. This is more like how you view the world, how you interact with the world, what you perceive as an admirable pursuit. Maybe one person was more materialistic than the other. With the Page of Spheres, this is feeling like I don't know how to make this work, but I do know how to make something else work. This is like a restart button to me because I don't know, that's just kind of what his head looks like to me, like a power button on like an Xbox or some shit. So, just put it in the wrong spot. So, this heartbreak may have been a little bit difficult, or this ending may have been a little bit difficult, but you were able to bounce back and recreate that stability after having the instability. Right. I guess we're going with this row right here. Pulled to the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, so we'll go there next. Knight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. There is a new offer coming in for you. One that might be a little bit difficult for you to believe at first, almost. Like this seems like somebody who's pretty sought after, wanting to have an opportunity to shoot their shot with you. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is one of those things that kind of alerts you to the idea that things in your life are improving. Like, okay, I'm getting my good karma because I've done things the way I was supposed to, that kind of feeling. We have the Fool in the reverse, the High Priestess in the upright. I like to see that. So somebody was initially kind of blindfolded or not really seeing things the way that they were, perhaps because somebody was being a little manipulative and they thought that this was going to work on you. But I feel like you grew up or you matured, you changed right in front of their eyes. Because I'm kind of seeing the like aurora or whatever above the High Priestess, as one would see a Star Trek beam me up moment. So I feel like you were able to change, and this person actually kind of had front row seats to you becoming a better version of yourself and seeing through whatever these shenanigans are so that you can, be there for a better opportunity. It's like you knew how to shapeshift. We have the Sun in the reverse. Someone was trying to hide their true nature. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This was the source of toxicity or unhealthy behavior that you were dealing with that you needed to kind of push out and focus on something different, right? Of course, it's worth mentioning we've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse right on top of the Two of Spheres or Two of Pentacles in the upright. And now we've got Strength and the Six of Wands. So by focusing on your healing or finding a way to recapture that balance without somebody by your side, you have found a strength that you didn't really realize you had before. And it's given you even more confidence, but it's also resulted in more people being a fan of yours. This is maybe the Six of Wands card that I have that has the most people on it. So I feel like there are just a few people that are interested in you. You've captured a few people's interest, to be sure. And I want to know more about this Knight of Cups. It's not the King of Cups because we have the King of Cups in the reverse. So confirmation, it's not the same person, but they could be somehow connected. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles or spheres in the upright, or sorry, the reverse right here. So there's a change in somebody's relationship status. I feel like there's somebody here who saw what happened with another love interest of yours. And as you were moving away from that situation, they moved away from theirs. It's like times or timing is aligning for the two of you. And this person is now looking at you as like a trophy or a prize, right? Something that they value highly. Four of Pentacles. The Empress, my least favorite Empress, I might add. Okay, and this Empress is clarifying the High Priestess. Page of Wands in the reverse under the Sun. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. I think we had a couple of individuals have a situation that, Ace of Cups in the reverse, that looked like unconditional love or looked like this is my person, right? But what do you see when you look at that Empress? Rah, I curse you. Not my favorite Empress because she looks mad and angry. Like, this is somebody who I think was trying to get to a certain place, but held herself back or held himself back and wasn't truly, progressing like you were. And then with the Page of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Cups, this is like, do you guys ever hear like, oh, she got the ick? It's actually a really bad disease for fish, just so you know. But really what we're talking about is when, generally I think it's for females, when a chick is like, you know what? I don't like him. I don't like her anymore. Like, it's gone. There was a case of the ick here, and whatever it was, this information that somebody found out, I think it's two people finding out about their partners and then the opportunity for these two people to come together. That's what it's feeling like to me. There was a realization that this was not true love. Hello, my Norwegian friend. How are you doing? So let's see what else we get here. Seven of Wands. Seven of Swords, two sevens. So the number seven could be important for you. But we've got someone who is protected from somebody else's lies. This is like the imperviousness that one would get with like a raincoat against rain. This is building up a tolerance to poison, being able to see right through somebody's lies. I know how you work. I know every like body language signal that you send or when you hesitate, what it means. You have the secret sauce. You know how to see through somebody when they're lying. And it might not just be one person. You might have had like a serious increase in your intuition, but whatever it is, you see through this person and it helps to protect you, especially if you're having a couple of other love offers that come into you. All right, we're going to continue with the Rider-Waite. Temperance again, Devil in the reverse. This is really good energy. This is like, I know what I need to change and I'm going to do it. I'm not going to like give any excuses. This is what ascension looks like, right? Somebody who works on what they need to do because they care about the outcome. Nine of Wands, Six of Wands. So they get the success, the victory at the end. And it's giving off those vibes of somebody having a front row seat to you doing really well after they did not give you what you deserved and they've lost you. Let's see. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. That came out underneath the Nine of Wands, which tells me that there was somebody kind of acknowledging that there were people in their social community that were not really worthy to keep around. They were fair weather friends. And somebody who likely didn't share in the celebration if you were successful and was more likely to want to see you probably struggling or failing, right? Oh, I'm sorry. My warriors are too awesome for that shit. All right. Oh, Lord. So, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh, okay. Four of Swords and Nine of Swords. So, someone's in a timeout right now. Someone's taking a little bit of time to themselves. They're struggling to sleep at night. They're struggling to think about anything else. This is the King of Cups, by the way, because they know that things have changed and they can't get back what they, kind of carelessly tossed aside, right? You're so sweet, Christina. All right, let's get something else here. We have the Two of Cups. In the reverse, indicating an ending or a breakup. The ick, if you will. Eight of Swords in the reverse, and this has enabled somebody to regain their freedom. This is why we have the Celebrate card, right? Somebody who knows that this is worth celebrating. They've been able to release themselves from something that wasn't really right for them. Hi, Jai Sankar. I hope you're doing well. So we've got 10 of Wands, Death in the reverse, Seven of Wands. We've had the Seven of Wands a couple times, including right here. And I want to point out that with the Death in the reverse, this is somebody who refuses to die, is kind of coming across to me. Like, you can do whatever it is that you do, but I'm still going to be my awesome warrior self. I'm still going to be able to figure out a way to get back up on my feet and go about my merry way. You cannot stop me. And that is demonstrating to this King of Cups that they placed their bet on the wrong side of the table. They should have believed you instead of thinking you were bluffing when you said something along the lines of, I deserve better. This is bullshit. You could have done better, but you didn't. So, I'm gone. I don't even know where that song comes, or that sound comes from, but I love it. All right, we're gonna grab a couple cards from the Situations deck, and then maybe a couple of miniature rider weights. We'll call it a day. So this person's upset because you aren't upset. This person is frustrated because you are not frustrated. Look, you guys, it literally says frustrated at the bottom. So, yeah, you are unbothered and it is hot. Yeah, it's a good look for you. Because now we have somebody who's basically regretting not giving you the commitment you deserved, not treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, because they're realizing if no one gives that to you, you are capable of giving that to yourself, and your willingness to do so has increased the feelings that other people had for you. So you have options, choices. TikTok, time is running out. So that's why this person's heartbroken. It may have already run out. I think for many of you, you're like, no, you know what? That wasn't cute, what you did there. I don't consider that playful. I consider that immature with children in the reverse. There could also be an issue here in terms of how somebody treats children, whether or not they want children, or whether or not you want to deal with the situation that would, include having children with them. If access granted, so this person could be trying to find ways to get information on you, whether it's using social media or using someone else's social media. So I would encourage you to be just a little bit private in terms of what's going on, because this person, I think, is not really someone you want to continue things with. We've got legal in the reverse, paperwork filed in the reverse, and then prove it or receipts. So I think there's going to be an accusation here, or there could be even a possible restraining order or something that somebody may have to like kind of threaten to be very clear, right? Like, you know, I don't really care what you think I'm supposed to be scared of. I am not scared of you. But let me make it very clear to you that I'm not afraid to take whatever information I need to file something, right? Somebody may be a little bit difficult because we had the King of Wands in the reverse, which is like a bit of a bully, a bit of an aggressive person. So there may be a need to just be like very clear that I'm not afraid to make this worse for you, but you have to understand you're making it worse for you by doing that. All right, tell me more, please. We have Justice. And I saw the King of Swords too. So there's truth coming out. And that's why this is a bit of karma, right? Somebody needed to learn a lesson from the situation because they were refusing to do so earlier on in the day, earlier on in the year. They were refusing to be a reliable person. They were refusing to be loyal. They were refusing to come clean about what they did. So this is like I said, kind of immature energy, right? But we've got Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands in the reverse. The truth is hitting this person like a ton of bricks, like, oh God, no, not me. Because they're realizing that you are not messing around. You are pretty dang insistent on not having a new beginning with this person and that you're moving forward. Gang, gang. All right, we've got the Star. This comes across to me as hope. Even though this person has not done what they should have done, you still have some hope here regarding a committed relationship, either because there is somebody else that has captured your eye or heart. But I also feel like more importantly, there's like a trust in the universe. Like, I've done what I needed to do. There is somebody out there that is just as awesome as me. Okay, maybe just like a little bit less awesome, but still a good hunk awesome, right? And I will inevitably run into them and we will be happily ever after. So there's, like we saw with this second card we pulled, there's like an open mind, an open heart. High Priestess in the reverse. Ooh, Devil. Somebody's trying to hide their obsession with you. And it's somebody who feels like they should sit next to you. Somebody who feels entitled to you, even though they have not, I don't think they've been there for you. So this is why this King of Cups is in this pretty, lonely frame of mind, because you done messed up and you know it, We have the World and the Page of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody who was trying to lie to themselves about whether or not something was over, and now they're realizing that it is actually over. Two of Pentacles, all because either they were juggling something or they were making it difficult for you to maintain stability in the life that you had. Hanged Man, there's a changed perspective here. Specifically where it concerns the social community. So people are seeing what you were telling them you saw, or people are seeing you differently. I think it might be both. In particular, there are people who are realizing that somebody was being greedy or selfish with you, and that you are basically like an earth angel is kind of the vibe I'm getting here. You are celebrated or admired, and people see you as a hot commodity. Emphasis on hot. All right, you guys, I think I'll call it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back with another reading in a little bit. I'm probably going to eat some food first. So see you guys later.